Nityanandam. I'm Manitya Bhaktikananda Swami, direct disciple and sannyasi of Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda, the living avatar on this planet as per Hinduism. Today, in the series of videos on Sanyas, the ultimate lifestyle, I want to address a very important question, which is even my own pre-monastic sister asked me, how do you manage with the uncertainty of life in sannyas? Because as I see it, you guys don't know what you're going to do next, where you're going to be next, what life is going to present to you, because you're just living moment to moment, and you don't know what is going to happen by end of day, or there is no plan, there is no vacation plan, there is no this after that and that after that. How do you deal with the uncertainty of life is the basic question. So when she asked me that, I thought I should answer that today in today's video. So understand, it is life itself actually presents itself as just beautiful dots, if you can visualize it. It is we who join the dots and make a triangle or a rectangle or a square or a circle. It is actually, in reality, it doesn't happen that way. Life is just like continuous various dots. It continues to happen. But when we want to frame it, when we want to name it, there starts the problem. That is what you call certainty or security in life. Only when you're able to name something, only when you're able to frame something, and you're able to conclude something, you feel secure, or you feel safe in life, or you feel certain in life. Actually, what you frame or what you think is certain itself is a myth, but you get a certain sense of security out of it. Life itself continues to happen, it continues to flow. Understanding and encountering life, that it is complete spontaneity, and fitting yourself in it and flowing with it is a life of sannyas. So actually we're doing something against life when we're trying to look for certainty or conclusion or safety. Ultimate safety is where? In the graveyard. So that is not what life, it is anti-life, right? So understand, first we have to look in what we mean by certainty in life. Life is not certainty. The only certain thing about life is it is uncertain. And flowing with it and being a high achiever in that flow is the path of sannyas. So we looking to frame, the moment you want to name it in life, there starts suffering. Understand that. Anything, we are always wanting to name it, and the person who names it first is the most intelligent. Everyone struggles with this naming disease. Never want to name life. Stop the naming habit, because that is the root cause of all the suffering. When I say name it, I mean almost everything. When you try to frame a person, when you try to define a person, you're naming the person. When you trying to define a situation, you're naming the situation. So stop naming it and stop being bonded to whatever name you gave to something. Understand it is a flow. And understand it is so liberating. See, you feel bonded only because you're continuously naming life. So you're held by so many strings. Whereas when you get free and you go with the flow of life and you stop naming it, then that is where sannyas becomes the most liberating lifestyle. Unless you start tasting this, you will not understand what I'm talking about. So just for 24 hours, try this. Stop naming things. Decide to be 100% active, morning to night. As and when life presents itself to you, I'm not saying don't have a plan for the day. Have a plan. Even I have a plan for the day, no doubt. But I'm not calling it the certainty of life itself. I'm not framing that and calling that as life itself. I do have a plan when I wake up, but I am not bonded to the plan. Yes, I will do my best to execute it, but I am not calling it the certainty of life. There is a difference between the two. So I will still say life is uncertain, even though I have a plan, and I'm ready for the uncertainty of life. So having a plan is your short-term goal for the day or for whatever period, but that is completely different from naming life itself, wanting to frame life itself. So these two things are very different. So please do have a plan and execute it. Try your best to execute it. But remember, life itself is much larger than your plan, and it is a wonderful flow. So when both are understood, then you will see that there is no conflict, and you will see the joy and liberation in being in sannyas. Nityananda.